Connects, come on, connect. But if you have the share it with. YouTube's right there. So we still got about 10-15 minutes before we'll actually start tattooing. We'll get the skin prepped and all that wonderful stuff and get the stencil on. Pop out chat. Come on.
Usually got a pretty good amount of viewers, or
sometimes, man, on YouTube. There it is. Around 2019, I had built my TikTok account pretty well, and
you do any like Twitch or?
Yeah, actually, I can do it on Twitch. I only for a couple months, just like one viewer.
Oh, okay.
So I and I didn't want to leave that chat up because at that point, with Restream and what I'm doing, I can do up the subscription I have. I can do three, up to three streams at the same time, simultaneous streaming.
Okay.
But right now I'm just down to one, and it's just too much to manage.
Yeah, it's a lot. Like you'd think it's just like oh, you just press a button and you get 100 people, and do it again, you get 200. It's like.
Well, my TikTok has nearly 14,000 followers on it. I've had over 14,000, and awesome, and I tried to make the run of making some money doing it.
Yeah.
And while it paid for supplies and stuff like that, the tips that people were giving, it still didn't. It wasn't any viable.
Yeah, nothing worth the time and effort.
Yeah, the time and effort, the return of investment wasn't there.
Yeah, I'm going to appreciate. I'll watch like some people that like YouTubers, or they'll stream on YouTube or Twitch, and I've grown to appreciate like they put a lot of effort. Like you don't think of it if you don't try it or you don't know what goes on into it. It's like that takes some dedication. Like I've tried to have a YouTube channel that has like a few views on like anything, and I never get past the first upload, and I just get lazy on whatever the hell I was putting up there. Yeah, and then I'm like, oh.
She's watching. Oh, we got 23 watchers right now on YouTube. Heck yeah. Right. Well, maybe I love YouTube.
I love YouTube.
Heck yeah. Well, I'm going to have you hop up just for a second so we can get this stencil on you.
Let me like hold this up.
Yeah, that'd probably be good. And just stand natural though, as natural as you can. Shoot. See how things just alter as soon as you stand up.
Yeah,
it's like everything's just kind of altered. And when we get this on there, and then you sit, change it. They'll change positions, all sorts of stuff. Yeah. We're down 5 watchers. 23. I haven't had that much yet. Yeah. No, that's the highest view count I've had so far on YouTube.
Yeah, they're like, oh, it's not a hot chick. Sorry, YouTube. Sorry to disappoint.
So you said you golf too, huh?
I used to a lot more. Most of my friends, after graduation, a lot of my friends ended up moving away from Tucson, so I haven't there too much. But I'm actually going up to Phoenix. I golf with my brother a lot. So going up next Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Want to check it out?
Awesome. Yeah.
I got a mirror over there. Really go check it out in the mirror and everything.
Okay.
Make sure that it looks good to you. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's... Oh, right over here. Yeah, through the threshold there. Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. Let's see. Ashley Wolcott says, "What are you doing?" Doing a desert scene. Just line work. Something really simple. Yeah, but
yeah, that's awesome. Love it.
I'll go ahead and back up. We're getting rolling here very shortly. Okay, I'm gonna pull this a little closer. About there. Get my camera readjusted. Perfect. Back. There we go. Sweet. What's that?
I was hoping it didn't rain, but I just detailed my car yesterday. I didn't check.
Oh, of course, man.
It knows. I mean, it hasn't rained for how long, and oh yeah, now let's go. It's turning into summer. It's getting hot. Like, let's go. Get a wax coat. I mean, I guess it protects from the rain, but like I still rather have the shiny look for at least a little longer. But
see, I was waiting for the rain to keep from having to wash my car, and I get up this morning, it's just the windshield's like all spotted from dirt and crap. It wasn't enough where I was at to do anything.
Washing, yeah, you gotta be kind of like driving around if you wanted to kind of wash the car off, leave the water spots.
Yeah, the veteran mobile's all dirty, bird poop on. Well, we're getting ready to start here. If you need me to stop, just say stop.
Alright.
Crying, kicking, and screaming, and saying ouch is going to make everybody laugh, including, well, I used to say we'll record it and put it on YouTube, but hey, guess what? We are on YouTube already.
Yeah.
Here's a real small area. Okay. Too bad, is it?
Oh, that's nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to avoid big shaded areas and stuff like that. Break a little.
Second. I'm not happy with the lines. I don't think they are. And I don't want to sculpt them. Takes longer, and it just sculpting doesn't come out always the way you want it to. As far as going over it, with
I have no idea what that means. I'll
Yeah.
take your word for it.
kind of talking to myself too. Anybody else that's listening that's an artist and they understand the lingo, they might understand what I'm talking about. Yeah.
That's what I was saying. They're trying to explain my job and deal that down. It's like, I can say all this and that, and just you don't know.
Well, see, for my system, right? In Linux, I have no need of repeated admin Linux CLI.
Yeah.
So, yeah, grep, all that, sure. I mean, but modding everything, user rights and all that.
It's hard, yeah, to manage users. That's a tricky thing. And in a collaborative environment, like enterprise, it's a lot. And that's something we're struggling with, is because we always end up just give them admin, because that's just the easiest. But it's like, no, we got to come up with a better system.
Well, yeah, I mean, at that point, yeah, I mean, here you go with access points, things like that. You know, it just, you know, that admin doesn't lead to something else that can be breached.
The principles of like least access or least provision. You really want to be provisioning as little access as you need. Overshoot it just because like, oh well, we don't want to figure out the actual reason.
No, you know, I love creating my own applications, being able to run my own generators, be able to run my own filters, you know, create my own filters, everything else on, you know, any type of database, especially time series data analysis.
Yeah, that's one thing I'll probably get into at some point is like a home network setup where you know you got like servers, that shit. But I mean, I'm just renting right now, so.
Dude, I think the cloud is so much easier because I can access everything from whatever platform I'm using, right? Whether it's my Android, whether it's my my iPad, whether it's my PC.
Yep.
You know, it just I can access just about anything I want nowadays.
Magic.
I shoot, even on my Android, I can run limited Linux.
I mean, it is basically Linux. Android, yeah, they've gone. They're trying to copy a lot, like with the Pixels, what Apple's doing with like everything, and Google's making some good moves to try to standardize the Android environment because it was all over the place years ago, and it just became almost impossible to actually keep companies like in line with like you know their software and firmware because there's just way too many devices, way too many like SDKs and hardware, all that. Apple had it lucky or one device.
Well, yeah, and having that standardized end of saying, hey, this is the requirements that we need, regardless of what framework you might be creating your application in. You know, it's here we go with being able to interface. I mean, the user interface. People don't. Whether it's UIX or you know, there's people that just specialize in just that. That's just.
Yeah, I took a class. I went to U of A. I took a class actually, like human-computer interactions, and yeah, it's a really cool sort of field of like, you know, at the end of the day, humans got to interact with the system. Like, how what's the best way to do this? One example they used was the TiVo remote. That was one of the first of its kind that said, okay, no one wants to look at a TV remote and be like, you know, it just looks like just a antique, like numbers and everything everywhere. Like, why not like make it usable so that, you know, grandma could, you know, switch channels without having to, you know, have a heart attack.
Yeah, have this huge learning curve.
That was a huge, the TiVo system was a huge success. Yeah. You know, especially a lot of the people that make the systems, they know exactly what they're doing, but a lot of your people using it are not. Even.
Yeah, it's nice to have some of that knowledge, you know.
It's like whether you like it or not, it's going to be it's where the world's going.
Yeah, and that's it. It's going to, whether we like it or not. It's going towards tech, and you know, when I look at the like some of the generation that chose not to, and the businesses that chose not to jump in on early tech when all the signals were there to do it. Perfect example, Sears.
Oh.
When they decided to hold back on going online.
Oh, really? Okay.
And that's what killed them.
Yeah.
That's what really killed them. It just because they held back.
Yeah,
they jumped on it too late.
Yeah, it's kind of happening again. Not again, but Walmart a little bit, like Walmart versus Amazon, because it's like, I mean, you're never going to replace, you know, brick and mortar when it comes to groceries and stuff, but it's like, everything else besides like, you know, food and perishables, like I just buy online now. It's just so much easier, it makes more sense. You could, you know, you don't have to be in the moment making that decision. You could, you know, spend weeks with it in your cart and be like, okay, is this the best thing? Is this the best price? You know, is this actually what I need? And then buy it.
Well, here you have that programmer mindset of optimization.
I might get that tattooed. That's
optimize, right?
That's the
optimize workflows.
Optimize workflows. Like that's basically what I do at work, and I'm pretty good at it. But that's just the way my brain thinks. So.
Oh, dude, I tell you, it's kind of refreshing to meet somebody that I can talk tech with, like.
This comes out good. I'll probably be back.
Like hammer dog shit. No, I'm just kidding.
What is there a term for that in German? Hammer Scheisse.
Hammer Scheisse. What's cool about the thick line work like this is if you decide you want to like, fill it in or add to it, just like traditional, stay with the traditional style Americana stuff, and it'll fit anything.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking. I was showing my friends and brothers a few designs I was thinking of, and a lot of them had like the word Tucson in. They're like, you know what, just don't do that yet, but you could always just get like, you know, under it, like Tucson, like word art. And I was like, no, that's a good point. You could always come back and add to it. You can't take away as easy. But,
well, shoot, we should have put, well, you know what we can do at some point is just put an A on one of them.
Oh, you know, that, yeah.
The U of A?
Yeah, maybe not today, but yeah, that'd be.
It'd be so small, but it'd be done. I can do it. I don't think any will be able to pull it off that small. But
I mean, if you want to do it now, I mean, I would say. Unless it doesn't sense to.
I'm not really set up for it at this point.
No worries. Yeah.
We can. I mean, let's stew on it. Let's stew on it, just because it's so fresh of an idea.
Yeah.
Not always jumping on the first one.
Maybe tomorrow there's a headline like, you know, A Mountain serial killer or something with a A Mountain tattoo, and I'm like, ah, shit, it wasn't me.
On his left thigh.
On a mountain. It was like, oh, what the fuck? And I would assume it does, but does like filling in with color, does that tend to kind of hurt a little more?
Yeah.
Then that's the ones, yeah.
I have a little bit. Like if you want to do background color and all that, yeah, it definitely has a little bit different feel to it. A little
more might.
Well, so it is subjective, right? I mean, paint is a subjective thing, and but there's also other factors involved with pain. Sleep deprivation affects pain.
Really?
Different types of drugs affect pain.
Okay. Yeah, I know that one. But I didn't really.
Sleep. If somebody's hurting really bad, that's the first thing I'll ask them. You've been sleeping lately? Because I found probably one of the biggest proponents is people's sleep pattern. You're tired, you're more sensitive.
Yeah. Everything's like worse. Everything's off when you don't sleep. That's like the core of existing, eating, drinking, sitting, sleeping. And I know a couple guys, from my friends, and they got like their own struggles, but yeah, they don't sleep good. And I'm like I used to be there with bad sleep, and it sucks. I don't feel like a human being when you're just sleep deprived all the time.
Now I'm moving into a very dear subject to me, and that's it's as communities, and in our own.
I think big thing with that whole families, nuclear family and family life early on, and it's like nothing's more heartbreaking than you're not the way you are because the way you are, but because of what you were just born into, like that. That
the things that we didn't have choices
exactly.
About.
And obviously, some people just become insufferable just as adults, just because they're insufferable. But a lot of it is
the ones that recognize the brokenness, right? They have the potential of being the generation breaker. The one that steps away from that outside of their family.
Yeah.
And it's a struggle. It's a struggle to see it and know it and get to the point of resolve to be able to move forward, right?
Yeah, because it's like the same thing. It's just like, it's like, oh, why are you depressed? Like, oh, just don't be depressed. Like, you can't. That doesn't work like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Little desert.
Nice.
Bar action.
Sick. Hey, are you busy Saturday? Booked this coming Saturday?
Yes, I have a guy coming up from Cascade. Actually, at 11.
Got a dude who is getting her from.
Oh, yeah.
Christian Haydenson, I think. Haydenson.
I believe you.
Yeah, sorry.
I guess
I wasn't asking. I was sorry.
He's getting that dude's signature on him next to his Darth Vader.
Oh,
He
sweet.
wants. Like, I'm just coming as a walk-in. You don't need to spend $100 on a fucking signature.
Yeah, I got that guy,
walk-in.
that dragon I'm working on.
Ah, okay.
So I think it's actually Hayden Christensen. That sounds right. I was thinking in my head.
Dude, Hayden Christensen. Oh yeah, we had it backwards.
Okay, I was like, Haydenson didn't sound too right. I was like, no.
Hey, dude, this doesn't say Anakin.
I'll take the blame. I was wrong on that.
Yeah, that's all your fault.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's Anakin Skywalker, dude. James Earl Jones.
Yeah. Most iconic voice. That's sadly fast.
Yeah,
I wasn't huge on Star Wars, but I respect what it means to some people. I have a half brother who's huge. He had all the Lego sets and.
Oh wow!
Yeah, all right. All that stuff. It was pretty cool. I never got it.
I wasn't obsessed with it, but I
watch the movies. Yeah.
I got friends that were just totally obsessed with it. May 4th comes around.
May the 4th.
May the 4th be with you. They've got it's like, dude.
I'm just ready for Cinco de Mayo. I don't know you.
Dude, did you just say 420, man? No, I'm just kidding. That's pretty cool, though. He's getting the signature. So is it the signature he got from him, or is he just getting the signature?
Meeting him the night before, so
Oh.
Probably good in the
he
real
plans to have him sign near the tattoo, I guess.
Well, how early can he be here?
I mean,
That sounds pretty simple.
I
And
mean,
then the
exactly
name,
right. Well, I was gonna have him be here.
Oh.
Got the rest of the day booked. So it
I mean, I'm not. I don't have anything to print out for this guy. I don't. It's.
So that's the
It's
thing.
just filling in for. Well, I meant for my
So if
dragon.
it's on his body already, like I've seen people just go straight in over the Sharpie and just tattoo right on it, right? First,
Yeah.
somehow wipe it off.
Taking a picture of it and then just
I don't know exactly. But he's, I guess, it was on him and.
Tell him to get it on a piece of paper too. So
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, you were reading my mind.
Like bring your favorite Lego set or something for me to sign.
I just told him my minimum and spending that much. Walk in with you or someone. You want dude? You want to try to get that done?
I'll take it in. Okay.
You want me to just give him your number or
Sure.
email or?
Yeah, the number's fine.
Give that to me.
520-243-0312.
I will. Not to him. You guys can talk. The chick I did the Deadpool on. It's his wife.
Oh, okay.
The recently did the kind of.
Okay, it's that guy. Yeah.
It's that guy. He's super dope.
Oh, dude, he's real cool.
He's a great fucking client. He gets cool shit.
Meeting Hayden Christensen.
Yeah.
Christian Hayden.
Christian Haydenson. Christian Haydenson. Yeah.
Darth Vader.
Yeah. I was saying when you get when you tattoo the signature, just like put the wrong name first. Like, what the fuck? R2D2 would be a pretty cool tattoo in my opinion. I mean, R2D2 is pretty.
I've got some pretty fun Star Wars stuff. Yeah.
It would make more sense.
It would.
Though he wants to be a whore and have the guy sign him, probably let him.
Rich is like shirt off.
Right. But I'm just
my nipples afterwards. Sorry, did I say that out loud?
I'm just telling him to text you, okay?
Okay, thank you. Yeah, no, yeah, that dude's pretty cool.
Yeah, then you got a full day. He's obviously flexible.
Yeah, I'll text my guy back and just have him in at noon. He's flexible too, so and I'll be here however long he paid me for. Hours, we'll do 8 hours. It's 2 hours, we'll do 2 hours.
Let's check. Like really got the out. If she left.
That's a sick $1 though.
When we're doing like this.
That's why she looks familiar.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Well, yeah. So her first, and then at Christmas I texted this on her. Keeps going.
Yeah, I don't know. So I feel like you got practice on one, so one of them probably get in.
Oh, absolutely. If you have a series of tattoos that you're doing, and this is for the people watching too, if you're getting a bunch of tattoos of the same tattoo with a bunch of people, always be the last person to go.
Yeah, right.
Because you will get the best tattoo out of it. Well, unless it's late at night. There are things to that. The heart starts getting tired. Narcoleptic on.
Drink a little bit before doing that.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah. No, you're helping me out.
But my whole reason of getting into programming was I wanted to create algorithms for trading. And I
Trading,
knew
is that like as in like stocks?
futures contracts
Okay.
specifically. And of course, I got into the crypto stuff.
Yeah.
Crypto stuff. Let's say what got me back into programming was that.
Yeah.
And of course, like, okay, well, what's the best language to learn? You know, and I jumped in with Java first.
Yeah.
Not JavaScript, but Java.
Yeah, no,
And I was just like,
everyone watching that doesn't know the difference
I'm not
between
going-
that. They're different.
you know, but I kind of understood, you know, algebraic expressions within it. You know, and what it, you know, the variables and
Yeah.
stuff like that. You know, and obviously, you know, classes, and you know, I understood what classes were by then.
That's the core, like, object-oriented programming is
Yeah.
Java. I didn't actually understand what that really was until I had to learn Java at work, and I was like, okay, now objects and classes make so much sense, and that's what object-oriented programming is objects and.
You know, and it's once you grasp that, I mean, it's then you're. I mean, at that point, you're already thinking in pseudocode.
Yeah, exactly, because it starts making sense when you're doing, like, you know, a string dot, you know, to number, like, function or something like that. Like, that's just
Converting a string to a number,
or like
integer,
built-in method to, like, that's just a class. Like, it's the string is just a class. It's a type, but it's a high-level type. That's basically just a class that you can do dot functions on in Java, and like those are just all because the string is a class and it has those methods.
It's got numbers. It can convert it to an integer. And just,
Then you have Python where it's just like they don't give a fuck what you
oh,
give it.
dude.
It's just like we'll just take care of all the types for you.
And then there's Python.
Yeah, that's some interesting stuff because it's funny how it's like a full circle because Python's made in C essentially.
Well, yeah, the components that are static, right? You know, that you can absolutely say are static. And I think that's pretty much what Django should be doing. Oh, it just anything that could be converted and just turn into C+, yeah, or C++, any type of C language.
Yeah, your computer's gonna be the happiest with C, and computers are C.
Not too good on machine language like that, you know, just the higher end stuff.
Yeah, the high level stuff I get. Yeah, once you get low level, like, you know, like assembly and stuff, I know there's like some assembly classes. That stuff's crazy. When you're working with bits, registers, like all that.
Dude,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Have to allocate the RAM for it, you know what I mean? It's just like, dude, yeah, no.
I'm just like, okay, as long Java's perfect for me. High level enough, it's useful enough, it's powerful, it works on everything because it runs on the JVM. You can just run it anywhere, but like I can't do any of the just like the C stuff with memory management, garbage collection.
Garbage collection, yeah, no, you're dead on with that.
And,
Give me CLI for that, man.
Yeah, seriously.
24 minutes, 36 seconds.
There you go. Speed run.
About 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah. Is that like a special kind of oil, or is that just like?
It is, it's called green soap. It's got a mixture of lanolin. It's got a percentage of alcohol in it too, for the estrogen of keeping the skin clean.
Okay.
But same stuff they use to clean people in hospitals.
Oh, okay. I was like, it looks kind of just like olive oil or something, something to cook with, but I'm sure it's more than that.
You want to go take a look in the mirror?
Oh, sure.
While you're doing that, I'm going to grab my camera so I can get a good photograph of it.
Awesome. Oh, that's exactly how that would come out. You want me to sit down for?
Oh, no. It's just fine.
Just flex a little bit.
Yeah, hey, man, it's your leg. Part is full. Ah. I gotta switch cards, I forgot. Was at a photo shoot yesterday morning, and for the first time I ran a card full. Oh, I gotta.
Just got rid of the camera. I had like an Astro modded one. Takes off like a red filter. And
Okay.
It was just like an old Canon or something like that, and that was really cool. Take pictures like the nebula, like the gas clouds up in the sky. Or
Oh,
the
yeah,
sky,
you
like,
convert the
through
color?
telescope.
Okay.
It just helps get those like reds. That's a lot of all the missions out there. So much different than like on Earth photography. Awesome. There you go.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
I think that hurts the most. My hands from just like holding myself up, like just got all numb.
totally different one, huh? I just put in a different card than I had in yesterday.
Is it pretty common for like the desertscapes like out here, or not too common?
I've been doing a couple of them more and more lately.
Okay.
And here we go. There's one I did a while back, probably a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Golf Pro.
Yeah.
But I moved out here, and he's like, "Man, I want to get this." Like,
That's a cool one. Yeah. Hey, come back and add a golf club against the cactus.
Dude, yeah, absolutely. Oh, we could absolutely.
I'll probably do maybe like a cat or something, and then maybe a golf club. That'd be cool.
Well, I'm about to put on this called Sanoderm. I'm going to leave it on it for 7 days. The corners are going to start filling up and stuff like that, but it's all right. Just try to keep it on there the best you can. You ain't gotta do anything with it. Try to maintain that.
Is it good with like showering or?
Yeah.
This acts like a second skin to protect it, so you ain't got nothing to worry about. You can water over it. Water ain't gonna that too. Still breathe, so it allows your tech to breathe properly.
Okay.
Though it doesn't allow body fluids to come. So what I'm going to do, if that starts coming up too much, you've seen how I just put it on, right?
Yep.
Just the corners here.
Okay.
Take off the small strip on one side, but you'll have to take that one off.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Or if there's an excess of body fluids under it that is built up and it's kind of got like a bubble under there,
All right.
yeah, just go ahead and tomorrow wake up and it has any pockets of blood in there. Go ahead and take it off, wash it thoroughly, lukewarm water, fingertips, mild soap.
Okay.
Pat dry, let it air dry at least 5 to 10 minutes,
Okay.
and then put that on there.
Okay.
Now you're going to want to do that standing up, so that way everything's scrunched down.
Okay. Yeah. Not sitting down. Yeah. I went over that. Yeah. So
But that's yours.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you. And like, what about like working out, running? Is there like?
Oh, you should be fine.
Should be fine. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Just no resting bars on your thighs and stuff like that, you know.
Try to avoid that.
No triathlons, at least until it heals.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. I think so. Yeah. Put it right. Reach out.
All right. One down. All more walk-ins. Some more walk-ins. Equipment on time. All right. If you're on, you're probably about to get your arm shook. Hopefully. And what's doing? Stuff. Be safe. And then Dylan texted. Didn't hear it. I love you too, baby. I dropped my envelope. Realized I didn't. Look at my pictures. is. Need to get that to the hourglass. I don't like the... Hopefully he comes down here. All right, guys. Well, I'll just clean up real quick and get reset up, and then I'll sign off. But I'll stay out for a little bit. Yeah, Dylan had texted me earlier, and I had to text him back to come on in and watch it, dude. I'm sorry. It's just about time to start looking at the markets. Spray it down, let it sit, and let it do its thing. Yeah. Oh yeah, you heard that, sorry, baby. I hit it on accident. I was like, oh hey, did I really? Yeah, I did. I didn't mean to hit that. Did you see when there was like 23 people watching? Yeah, that was pretty cool. The largest view count I've seen on YouTube so far. I wonder if I got any new followers out of it, maybe. Hopefully. Alright. I really well before I could do anything else, but I'm gonna go ahead and sign off here. I think. Low down this protein bar. And anyways. Hope you guys have a good afternoon, and I will, if anything else comes on, I will be on in a bit.